Bum, 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 bum. Reset our timer. That match lasted 20 minutes, if that.
If that. And hey, check it out. Ben did so well. He said, you know what? I'm not going to get up out of my seat.
I'm just going to sit right here.
Yeah, I'm going to sit right here, and the next opponent that I'm supposed to play can come play me.
You want to come find me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's actually our Season 1 champion.
Season 1 champion Jeremy Miller has decided to test his mettle against the Suicide Blue deck, and now we have Green-White Tron and some Battlecruiser magic.
How are you liking this sort of matchup here if you're sitting in Ben's side? Because you played a similar deck with like your Jeskai aggro and things like that, and I think you played the Ascension of the Ice for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing. I'm in favor of Ben in this matchup.
Okay.
Just because we all know what Tron is trying to do. And Tron takes a little bit of time to set up. And we saw 2 matches in a very aggressive set of matches. Hexproof is not a joke deck. It is very aggressive. It is very fast. And Ben's deck is also that. So seeing him succeed so well, now, there's factors in that. Eric having to go to 5 probably didn't help him too much.
True.
But really, I think Ben is favored here. Now, post sideboard, that is a different story because Jeremy is playing a very important color in his deck.
Your favorite color?
My favorite color.
He is also running your favorite card.
He is running my favorite card, which I hope that he's running at least 2 or 3 of in the main board.
I've seen variants that run up to 4.
Right.
I don't know what numbers that he has decided on because
Right.
there's 2 people right now at the shop that are playing this version of Tron.
But there's another card that just came out recently that is very, very important, especially in this matchup. And that's Blessed Alliance.
So good.
Blessed Alliance, I'll get that in chat.
Basically, it says, pay 2 mana, make an infect player cry.
Well, I thought I thought Wizards already did that.
Yeah. Got him.
John is typically a good matchup for blue. Post sideboard, Jeremy definitely has some other options available to him. He just has to get through the first one. Whether or not he's winning or losing that one, that's tough to say.
Yeah.
It's a real beating, though. See?
Yeah, I could also see, like, if he's able to just get really lucky and, like, turn 3 Karn and just start keeping him off of creatures, it could be really difficult. But, yeah, I could see how game 1, because you can be really quick and just be like, gotcha. Here's my Teamer Battle Rage on the mutagenic thing in the ice, you're dead. Like, so...
Yep. I sees you.
Jeremy always has a great time whenever he's on camera.
Season 1 champ.
Oh, good.
We didn't have a table judge this week.
You can tell that when
when
there's not somebody there watching.
Here, you can definitely tell.
It's okay. So for those that are tuning in, maybe haven't been around as much. Modern Magic Mondays is designed to be both educational and entertaining. Like, those are our 2 main aspects that we're trying to bring to Modern coverage that we provide for you guys. We want you to be able to learn the decks that are in the Modern meta, learn how they work, why the players are playing the cards that they're playing, how they interact against each other, best ways to be sideboarding, things like that. But also to be entertaining and enjoy the match. Magic's supposed to be fun, so we're doing our best to provide both for you guys. But it looks like we do see some mulligans down, scrying to the bottom.
And we promised Wizards was not paying us to say that today. As Infect players and Suicide Blue players weep for Gitaxian, and Dredge players weep for Golgari Grave Troll. We cannot forget that. Jeremy's starting off with a tower into, I believe that is the Sphere.
Yes, because he's been really updating his deck, making it look nice.
Jeremy's a fan of lands.
He is a big... that was one of his decks that he plays in Legacy. Actually, we had, I think, a couple people from the shop go up and play over the weekend at the Legacy event.
I think it was just Jeremy.
Oh, just Jeremy got to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember people were talking about it, so.
That is a tower, that is a mine, and that is a power plant. So we are good. Tron on turn 3. Just you wait.
Just you wait.
Ben plays an island.
Oh, his lands are going crazy.
Passes back. Definitely not a start that Ben wants to see. Because turn 3 Tron land could equal turn 3 sadness.
Yeah.
But
3. Map crack.
Go get it. No cheating this week.
That's good.
It's always
Important.
good when cheating is not happening.
Put that back in. So I have 2 now. Really excited to see what sort of variants people come up with for Infect and Dredge now.
Mm-hmm.
To see how people start working things. And actually, surprisingly enough, excited to see what happens to Standard. Last chance to see Probe. Technically, Probe will be banned on the 20th. Is the last day that you get to be able to use it.
So Equinox for us, this is actually last week. We pre-record our matches. And
So I guess that means we have, what,
we have 2 weeks. It'll be done...
the
I guess
23rd.
Yeah,
This
so
will be the last time that you have a chance to see it.
Yep, so I guess it's 3 weeks technically.
Unless we just tell everybody, hey, on that week, don't bring...
We could do that.
Yeah, just say next week, hey guys, can you update your decks for the Modern Ban list just for coverage purposes? I don't see why people would have too much of an issue with it. So...
Plays a Relic of Progenitus after retrieving his Horizon Camp.
So, talking about how long he might take to find lands, the other thing is Jeremy has really worked on making sure his lands are unique, miscut, different styles, arts for his, really kind of setting himself up. And maybe he was debating on whether he wanted to find a Temple Garden or the Horizon.
Or the Razor Verge.
Right, yeah, how much
Not Razor Verge.
do I need to take damage-wise here?
Kiln Fiend, getting in there for 1.
Interesting. I guess a little bit nervous about the Horizon Canopy. Don't want to dump his hand into a path or something like that. And we'll cycle that off.
And there it is.
And there's the path.
But Apostle's Blessing. Ben's going to go to 16.
Protection from white.
Trigger.
And here's a good view of one of his miscut lands that he's got in his deck. He has enough to blow up his Oblivion Stone as well, because he does have Tron assembled. He technically has 5 mana available to him. So even if you have a way to save that Fiend, you have to be careful about committing too much into it. Looks like there's an Ugin in hand for Jeremy as well.
Oh boy. Definitely not the start that Ben wanted.
No.
This is a complete 180 from the first round.
Combat. Deal 1. And this is the slow, methodical, chip away at you slowly kind of stuff that we see from a lot of different decks.
Oh my. There he is. The old Karn liberated.
Please exile that dude.
Yep.
And we were talking about this before the round, that this is one of the downsides. And we've, as an Infect player who's been playing for a while, a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, you get to play against Tron. That's awesome. Yes and no. Like, I usually do not like playing against Tron. Because if they can land down a quick Karn, I don't have a way to interact with them in the first game before I can get into like a pitting needle from the side. So, and that's the same sort of thing we're seeing. Ooh.
Mutagenic growth.
Wants to kill off that Karn now.
Sure.
Hope that there's not a follow-up Karn, which with Jeremy, there's quite possibly a follow-up Karn.
He's probably going to draw it. But he does have the Ugin in hand, which is, fine as well.
Yeah, because you can just choose to try to bolt that guy off if you need to. Opting to just cycle first, maybe he can draw into another Karn here.
And he does!
Look at that!
Oh,
Season 1 champion showing
Jerry,
what
please.
good deck building looks like.
Jerry, please.
Sylvan's crying here.
I mean, we literally call it. Like, we don't watch these matches.
No, we don't.
So the fact that he's able to just top deck that second Karn,
yeah,
is just, that's bananas.
It's bananas. I know if I was in Ben's position, I would just be like, you know what? Well, sure, Jeremy, you got it.
Do your thing, dude.
I mean, game one is looking like a really big uphill battle at this point in time for Ben.
Map. Just
cycle,
building
cycle.
his land count. But what is he really trying to do?
What is he really?
The thing about Jeremy is, and I wonder if he's really attempting to try it, is he wants to restart the game.
Oh, he does.
He doesn't
I
play
think all
Karn
Tron
to be effective.
players go.
He just plays Karn to try and reset the game.
That's his objective when he plays. I think a lot of Tron players though have that mentality. Is like, you know what? I really could restart this game right now. That would be fun. Let's do that, guys. And they're actively trying to do that. Other people, are like, nah, we ain't putting up with that. All right, double planeswalkers are now out. He says, you know what? I really could use an Ulamog. Good thing I've got that Sanctum of Ugin to help me find him.
And he says, you know what? Go ahead. Have some fun.
Have some fun.
You're here to play Magic too.
Mm-hmm. Rivalo hates you right now.
Don't I know it? Karn's gonna uptick and take a thing in the ice.
Yeah. Things are looking tough here for men.
Thing in the ice doesn't seem like a really good card in this matchup. Doesn't really flip.
No, I mean it's
bounce anything away.
Not going to be bouncing any of those planeswalkers, which are the real issues currently.
Yep.
And yeah, Ben says nope.
That's fine.
Enough. We'll go to game 2. I got some sideboard options I can bring in against you. But we've got some sideboards to talk about.
We do.
Why don't you tell me about Jeremy's first?
Of course. We've got 3 of the second best card in the white color, Blessed Alliance. 3 Warping Whale, 3 Nature's Claim, 1 Ghost Quarter, 2 Thragtusk, 1 Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn? Question mark? And 2 Rest in Peace.
Interesting.
I like the Warping Whales. Well, no, I don't. I don't like the Warping Whales. I take it back. I think it's neg 1, neg 1.
Yeah, -1/-1,
And
or counter target sorcery,
and something
make
else.
a 1/1 Scion.
Yeah. 3 Blessed Alliance, absolutely. Bring all 3 of those in, that's fine. I don't think he's going to be losing a lot of life except for all at once, so... I mean, unless he needs more... It felt like he needed more creatures in that matchup. He seemed to have everything kind of locked up for Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like Ben didn't really have the start that he wanted.
True.
So maybe a Thragtusk, but I don't know what you take out in Jeremy's deck. And I guess that's about it. I think Emrakul was too much.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the Blessed Alliances here. I think that's the best bet to bring in. So we'll have to wait and see what other options he like you said, the Thragtusk needs more life. Sorcery spells like the Teamer Battle Rage is something, so maybe he feels having at least one in his list could help him out. I don't know.
Is Teamer Battle Rage a sorcery?
Is it instant?
I think it's an instant.
It is. Never mind. Ignore me. It's an instant.
Okay.
You're right. So Ben, he does have 2 Dispel, 1 Stubborn Denial, 1 Twisted Image, 1 Vapor Snag, 1 Vendilion Click, 4 Ravenous Trap, 2 Bedlam Revelers, 2 Shattering Spree, 1 Relic of Progenitus. I actually like the click coming in for this. You can get rid of some of those annoying battlecruiser stuff that he's holding up in his hand, some of those planeswalkers, maybe an Ulamog. You have options like that. I also like Stubborn Denial, being able to come in here. I don't know,
I guess the question is how do you feel about slowing your deck down to deal with Tron, or is it a race?
True.
Are you just trying to beat him down as quickly as possible, or are you going to try and play the longer game? I don't know if the deck can afford to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is being able to get out the gates and really start putting on the pressure is kind of where Ben wants to be.
Starts with a Polluted Delta 17. Click is only there because I don't have Blood Moons. This is to kill Tron before he can do his thing.
That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't have the Blood Moons for where he wants to be. But yeah, alright. Let's see. Does Jeremy go to 19 here?
I'm fine with that. I think that's probably a good idea. Just go ahead and take him to 19.
Swift Spear coming out.
Sure.
I mean, the other option is okay, yeah, cool.
Bam. Tapped and attacking. That's what it says on the Swift Spear, right?
Glad I didn't pick any up. Oh, that's a good point.
Jeremy plays a mine, passes back. Ben says, cool, I'll attack and then play this land. You're an 18.
He didn't even play a sphere or a map or anything.
Nope.
Interesting. Oh. Swing in.
Two. And a Warping Whale did come in.
Okay.
Get rid of that Killing Fiend.
That would make sense. Get rid of that guy. Don't want him.
And then plays another. And hey, there he is.
Right on time.
Play lands.
Yeah, and look, I
Get a
love
card.
this. Double checking to make sure he's got the right lands. Saying, yep, okay. Tower, power plant, and a mine.
Ben taps 1. Says, bolt that card.
Trigger.
Natural turn 3 Tron. Always has it.
Always has it.
Looks to be a... Is that the Sanctum? Or is that Ghost Quarter? That's a lot of text for... That must be Sanctum.
People talking in chat about how, turn 3 Karn is completely reasonable, while Taxian Probe isn't. But we had all that discussed about the ban and list and all that before the show tonight, for those that missed out on it.
Oh boy.
Well, this is definitely making it more difficult here. Let's break some worlds. Slide a hand, trigger. Everyone's like, yeah, but in all seriousness, we're happy to see Gataxian Probe go. I don't think anyone's that disappointed with it. Like, and to be completely honest,
Here we go.
I liked having it, but I think it really is going to promote better deck building from Infect, and not just the same. You get more flex spots now because you don't have to run all of the Become Amends, all the Gataxian Probes. Someone's crying is going to be a thing in Infect.
No, it's not.
You say that now, but I'm going to tell you, okay? Well, there's plenty of modern events coming up. Just you wait.
Julia
Is yeah, Death Shadow players are not happy. Yeah, like there's a lot of players that are not happy with it.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Worm Coil Engine.
Now she also just got on this deck,
Mm-hmm.
and been playing it for not even.
Probably about 15 weeks.
That's I was gonna say.
12 or 13, most likely.
Raging murder, kill everyone. Oh, so Wormcoil, 6/6, lifelink, death touch. When it dies, you make a 3/3 death touch worm and a 3/3 lifelink worm. For all of those out there that are interested in,
Still completely reasonable.
Yeah, that's in fact completely reasonable. Suicide Zoo, I'm sure, can come up with some other way to deal damage, right? It's gonna be harder.
It's got Loam Lion. I don't know what you're...
Death
Shadow's fine. The old Loam Lion.
What more does it need?
I'm putting Loam Lion in the Ban Infect deck. It's so good. I guess Jeremy's trying to talk Ben out of,
Doing stuff.
doing stuff.
Infect can use Peak. Infect could use Peak. Isn't that just look at your opponent's hand? And that's it?
I mean, literally, that's what you're doing. You're just getting information.
Yeah.
You do get a bunch of other added effects, I guess.
I mean, the draw a card is pretty nice, and build up for Become Amends.
Yeah, but
I think
Peak
we're
still
more...
goes to the graveyard.
Yeah.
You just pay life instead of paying for mana.
Yeah. But see, that's where the problem is. You'd rather be using a pump spell. Alright, so Wormcoil and World Breaker were showed to be just too much for Ben to fight his way through, sadly.
No, that's my battle cruiser.
I figured that's that what
Here it comes.
It's getting there.
It's coming.
Don't you know they can like teleport now? You can just like
No,
blink
dude,
into.
I got it. I'm Admiral over here. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Here it comes. And Karn. Awesome. Glad we did it. Glad we did it.
All right, peek. 1 blue. Instant. Look at target player's hand. Draw a card.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh,
you just can't pay life.
Ah, okay.
That seems fine.
You know, maybe we'll see some peaks getting run.
Yeah, it seems fine.
It seems doable. People can make that work, right?
I think so.
So, round number 2 is in the books. We got to see the power of good deck building.
Oh, I mean, clearly.
Clearly, that's the best.
Turn 3 Karn each time. That's just good deck building. It's just good deck building.
I mean, Jeremy is very lucky.
There it is.
With Tron.
Yes, he is.
I think that's the best way to describe him as a player. He's very lucky when he plays Tron. Mm-hmm. And he's played it for a while, so he knows the deck. But let's take a look at our points for a bit. Pew.
Boom. Round 3. Here we go. Oh, Kyle's back.
Yeah, Kyle came back this week. Said his scheduling is working out a little bit better now. He's not doing as much training and stuff like that, able to come out on Tuesday. So he's going to try to come out for Season 4. I've heard rumors that other players might be starting to swing back around for Season 4. And we see that. People will play and then take a season off, then come back and play and take a season off. So 4 players sitting with 6 points. Kyle, Jamie, Julia, and Lyle. Quite a few 3-pointers, and only a handful of 0-pointers. Ben, who is one of our most consistent invitational players, sitting at 0 points, actually. So, interesting thing to note for that. Let's go to round number 3, guys.
Man, we're just cruising right along.
I guess it helps having this like Suicide Blue deck.
It does.
It
really does. Hey!